Other people have a limit, but weave souls to poems, every word is hand knitted. Separating the mage from the image, calculating movements make the visions vivid. I'm a piece of magic in your tape left to radiate.
Hey there, a little friendly advice, real quick, for anyone that's kind of, stumbling or stuttering at the starting blocks of trying to create videos in any kind of way,
Hey guys, I'm the successful YouTuber you didn't know existed until you clicked on this video. I'm here to tell you how I gained 14 million subscribers in just 2 days. And so can you! Most YouTubers will give you the standard advice of be consistent, find your niche, reply to comments. Well, I'm not like other YouTubers, so...
there's so many different approaches we can take with this, and it doesn't have to be like you showing your face. You can do, people are doing video essays or whatever, and it's totally understandable that people can be camera shy or whatever. But if you want to, persevere through the endeavor and, you want to overcome whatever kind of not really knowing what to say, or it just feels weird talking to a camera, right? I'll just tell you straight up that, what's helped me, do these things is, using your imagination. Imagine, the audience that you're talking to, or the people that you're talking to. And if that's too abstract and it's hard for you to kind of pinpoint a certain demographic, even, if you will, or whatever, just, think about you're having a conversation with your friend or someone at work, or just some random person on the street, whatever, they're at a coffee shop or what,
What kind of shows you've been watching lately? You know what? I'm really into this show called Dragon Bungalow.
No, I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, it's on Prime.
You watch Iron Armor Wars?
No.
It's on Disney Plus.
You ever seen Captain with an exclamation point?
No.
David Lynch's new series.
Have you seen Martin Schmidt is a Very Bad Boy?
No.
That's streaming on a TV under a bridge. There's a troll
sounds good.
guarding it. Hard to find.
Have you seen
House of the
Guy Who
Dragon?
Was Sad?
That's on
HBO.
Apple Plus. Is there nothing we can talk about? Have we become so atomized and trapped within increasingly smaller and smaller bubbles?
I don't know, man.
The algorithm's just churning out content specifically for us, and we have no way to relate to others anymore.
Oh, have you seen the new Mr. Beast video?
I did watch that, yeah.
You could even do it big, pretend you're doing some stand-up. You're, in an amphitheater, and you got a bunch of eyes watching you, right? Or, my funniest one is to imagine, you're sitting, wherever you are. You have to, sitting in your room or living room, kitchen, wherever you are, and you're in front of the camera or the computer, whatever. You could even place, if you have some, or just imagine that you got a bunch of stuffed animals in the background. And they're your audience, talking to these inanimate objects, For those that kind of get kind of off-kiltered with, energies of other people or whatever kind of thing. Just, and at the same time, you can just, just speak from within, and speak to your soul as well, and from the soul. And do you want to, do you want to hold yourself large? Especially as far as what you're conveying to the camera and all that, and your potential viewers and all that jazz. So yeah, just it all goes back to mentalism, the first cosmic law principle. Keep that shit hermetically sealed. Or hey, you could even, you could line up a bunch of cards, if you will. If you ain't got tarot or whatever, just prop some up, around your computer or behind it, whatever. And, if you need something to look at, we got options. So, voila. If that helps, right on. And bon courage with whatever projects and ideas that you have that you would like to manifest. So, hope you bring out the best of what you got to give.
Hi, thanks for coming to my channel, where I teach people guitar things that want to learn about guitar. If this video helps, please make sure to hit no. This guy is a brand new creator. Let's call him John Scott. Now, John here started a channel, he had a video idea, and most importantly, he hit record. But John has one problem. He's boring. Hey! More importantly, his videos are boring. But he's about to change all that. I am?
Or at least be like Big J and use the private message more. Because you are everything wrong with this attention-seeking life the web has forged. And one of the worst cases I see online dialect is yours. Anyway, ran over.
That's right. Lights, camera, action, yo. And so, yeah, trying to be live in front of the camera. I know it's kind of weird sometimes when you're talking by yourself in front of a fucking, you know, a machine, right? But really got to place yourself in the shoes and feet and ass of the people sitting down and watching or listening to your stuff, right? No offense to all them asses out there. I hope it's nice and comfortable for y'all. But yeah, so I mean, I did this coaching class recently. It was nothing as far as, you know, anything I haven't fucking heard before. And one of the things I've noticed is, you know, yeah, you got to get your YouTube channel, and yeah, you're gonna build your subscribers this way, and da da da. They didn't really give great methodology first and foremost, but one of the things they really talked about was being so animated or have a magnetizing thing. And these motherfuckers throw more hand gestures than drunk ass Italians, you know, having an argument or some shit. It's fucking absurd. It's way over the top. It doesn't even seem genuine or human. These fucking NLP monkeys, you know? What the fuck, yo? Be your true authentic self, you know? You ain't gotta fucking every single word and you know, like, chill the fuck out, yo. Especially when you're talking about something that isn't so worthy of being so like that shit. I'm so underwhelmed by some of these motherfuckers, yo. Straight the fuck up.
What's up, guys? Gus here, coming at you today with another sick prank. Now, you guys know me. I love loving, I love giving back, I love the community. So today we're going to be logging on to Twitch and handing out the big bucks. More specifically, we're going to be finding some really small streamers with just a few concurrent viewers, and we're going to be donating undisclosed amounts of money to them and not capturing their facial reactions at all, so as to not repurpose that content into making me look a little bit better from a PR standpoint. It's just going to be completely anonymous with the camera focused on me exclusively. So without further ado, let's freaking go. That was pretty sick. Alright guys, make sure you de-glove that like button and just absolutely obliterate it into infinity. We'll see you next time on G-Money Pranks.
So please, don't be another fucking clone of this fucking bullshit, this YouTubery, this fucking influencer attitude fucking bullshit, man. Because a lot of these people aren't even fucking initiated into what the fuck they need to do to be operating at their full potential. At least, you know, being on that trajectory, you know? So you really got to ask yourself, what's your purpose behind getting in front of the screen and saying something and sharing this kind of information? What kind of information are you trying to share, by the way? Right? So yeah, not to rant on, but
Ran over. No, I'd like to vent some more. Yeah. Now, whether it's about spitting freeze with Ricky C or how you're on a killing spree, I've got to stop hearing you brag about your own ability. Like, salesmen at a business meet showing off they hit this week's target. That shit is weak and it just doesn't sit with me. Get rid of that big head before I remove it with the guillotine. There is a reason him and me don't show off on our Twitter feed. Arrogance is characters. In battles you can blow smoke about yourself like nicotine, but fuck doing it outside of it. Have some fucking dignity. If you're respected in the scene here in Leeds, let the stats and then the facts say they rate you lyrically. Don't go on Facebook claiming you're God's gift to me. It's not your fucking place to say. Have some fucking humility.
what are you inspired by? Who have you learned from? Are you standing on the shoulders of giants? And are you bringing that through your, your expression, in a sense, in a way of gratitude, in a sense? And, like, imagine if they were watching your material, How would they find that? Would they appreciate it? Would they be like, oh man, like this, from my teachings, this is what the person, came up with, kind of stuff? Like, so are you trying, I mean, it's not to be doing it for them, of course, right? We're all on different levels and on this path and yada yada. But yeah, there's certain ways to have a proper approach, and especially if you're just getting, busting out the gates, like you have your YouTube channel is like a version, you have not subscribers, you don't even have any videos or whatever, right? What I learned is that it does make sense to have a proper foundation and even have like a handful of videos already completed and that are ready to be released at certain calculated times, right? And what are you going to be talking about in your first introductory video? What kind of foundation are you laying down, right? So things to consider. But if you go and Google some of the, Google it or whatever the fuck, DuckDuckGo is better. There's other ones that are less draconian than that even. But what I meant to say is, like, if you're going to be looking for like ways to create YouTube channels and get subscribers, and you search the videos on YouTube about that shit, again, a lot of NLP motherfuckers with this goddamn fucking YouTubery really trying to mold the way people create their fucking content. Keep that sludge pumping through fucking diarrhea mouth people sometimes. But here's the one thing that I really do not like. There's people giving out advice saying like, yeah, just go and go on the search engines and you have to research what's trending and just build your brand or make your videos based off of that. Just go for what's popular. You fucking dumbass little kids, man. So it's motherfuckers like these that are perpetuating the goddamn stupid trendy bullshit. It's lower level minutia, We're stepping up to the plate to, bring higher levels of consciousness, right? I hope that's why you're interested in making videos yourself. Speak on natural law. Speak on objective morality. Speak on solutions and ways we can, end all the different types of fucking slave systems in place in this, and slash this fucking Gordian knot that's got so much entanglement around the whole entire world, whatever shape you want to fucking think it is. So yeah, understand there are priorities in life and all this. And one thing to not get discouraged, especially, you got that, charging energy. Think of the Chariot, or even the Knight of Swords, with that energy, that fire and intellectual energy going full force. And yeah, you're pumped to, I'm gonna make a splash and try my hand in making these videos and whatever. Or even if it's just not videos, but just, you're writing essays and pumping out stuff on like Minds or Substack or whatever, right? Don't let the lack of viewership or, whatever take the wind out of your sails. I swear, man, this is like so hard, even for myself. But we also have to keep in mind certain things to, avoid those thoughts. And those are sabotaging thoughts, right? And feelings and all that. And that's not to avoid reality, but that's at the same time, always keep in your mind that all the videos that you've created, those can be timeless, right? You have reference to them. And whenever someone brings up a subject on social media or in real life or whatever, be like, hey, I have a video about that. And you share that, and bada bing, right? So, things to consider. So, I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. And, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with my channel as well, because I don't even have 5,000 subscribers over 12 fucking years now. And I see little kids bypassing me, within a couple weeks. Like, no life skills, no good experience, nothing we're really going to learn from except, playing fucking video games or some shit like that. Fuck out of here, kids. For fuck's sake, yo. Yeah, I know, like, what I'm and other people speaking about truthful matters and stuff, it's not always going to be that fucking popular. We just have to fucking deal with it and recognize that that's unfortunately the reality. But we can flip the script on that and make our, videos and media a little bit more attractive or even entertaining, if you will. Although I like to use the word edutainment, because when we're entering into people's minds to hold it for educational purposes, not just to hold it in place on some mindless media miasma bullshit, like I've explained in a couple videos now, especially that music mix. But yeah, so things to consider. But yeah, this is where I'm at, La Ciotat. This is the first, apparently the first movie theater ever created, or something like that, because the Le Frères Lumière, they made the first video called The Train That Arrives in La Ciotat. Le train qui arrive à La Ciotat. C'était fait 1902, je sais pas, in the early 1902. Jeez. Anyway, so.
Attention, attention, il a le train qui arrive à La Ciotat, les gars. Fais gaffe, mec. Qu'est-ce que tu fous là, mon ami? Allez. Alors, on va arrêter ou quoi aujourd'hui? Peut-être, yes. Thank you so much. Oh, look at this guy. Getting off these. Whoa. Attention. Wow. 10 secondes pour ça. Whoa. What's going on here? Over here. What the hell? Oh, shit.
Twists, turns, and thrills. Arrival of a Train at La Ciotat has audiences jumping out of their seats. But are you as confused about that ending as we are? And where was that post-credits scene? In a clever Easter egg, the Lumiere brothers tease their next movie, workers leaving the Lumiere factory, by including the same exact hat. Did you miss it? Then maybe you noticed the train arrives at the station, but never leaves. The meta-commentary suggests that cinema fully arrived with this movie. A bold claim, but coming from the Lumiere brothers, who can blame them?
Yeah, and then trying to establish an audience and all that stuff, and maintaining the audience, and then checking your analytics and see, like, what's the engagement like? How many minutes are people watching? I don't always take these things as face value, but it does give you a decent idea, I guess. And there's the other thing you got to understand, like, we have no control over who's gonna watch or not watch our videos, and in the same token, whoever watches it, they might interpret things in not necessarily the ways that you intended or whatever, right? And c'est la vie, or whatever.
Grayson Michael Chance, forget about your parents approving.
Let's hope your YouTube fans understand what you're doing.
Time to wake up.
All right, a couple more tips, just, especially if you're looking to be like on camera, right? And I don't know what kind of equipment you're going to be rocking. I got this DJI little, small ass camera thing that is fucking awesome. It's got one of those, I forget what the thing is that makes it's on a tilt or whatever. Not a Gebel or something like that. Anyway, so yeah, like, do you find yourself more comfortable in certain environments or areas and that kind of stuff? And also, like, before you're even going to be recording, how are you preparing? Like, especially, taking it back to the first cosmic law principle, mentalism. How's your state of mind? And what's, running through your thought process, and like them trains of thought, right? Are you hopping on the right trains, make that transfer to the, the point of the conclusion you're trying to make from the initial statement, that kind of shit. So, yeah. And, yeah, at the same time, like, I'll tell you straight up, I've done so many videos like this where I haven't even released them in public. I look back and, like, okay, yeah, that's pretty good, but I got to narrow it down because I'm just kind of just, like, going off the top of the dome, like freestyle shit. A lot of times, and like sometimes I do like to listen to music and freestyles and that kind of stuff before I get on the mic myself and and do these types of videos, because just like having a really cool, just, you know, that witty way of speaking and using that art of persuasion, right? Crafting our words with that a proper calculation of your articulation and trying to come up with clever conversation, but and helping people solve certain solutions or problems to the situation. Anyway, so
have no fear. The lanky weird champs are here. You are not a proper team. Only one of you has a rap career. You don't even write together. That is clear, it's cavalier. Whereas our prep game is Southwest trains for 3 hours, then praying we can crank the gears and make a clash appear. And when we write this shit, it's a whole different atmosphere. When we have ideas, it's not a light bulb that appears, it's a chandelier. And we're humble as fuck! And whiter than Santa's beard! We'll fucking clap and cheer the fans in here and hand out free shit like here! Have a beer! How old are you? You're 19, get out of here! Best numbers in the country? Whatever, if that's true, cheers. All we know is we climbed this mountain here and we bought a fucking camping gear! Sounds gay, it's not gay. Let's fucking go, time!
yeah, so it really is getting comfortable in your own skin. And like, have you guys done like Skype video chats in the past, you know, or like whatever, FaceTime or Zoom or all that stuff? You know, just put yourself in that kind of seat and just like, hey, we're just having a conversation, you know, the weight of the world isn't on our shoulders just as soon as we hit the record button type of you know what I mean? Like, but hey, you know, these things take practice, you know, repetition. Think of, you know, you're training in a gym, you need to get them reps in to, you know, strengthen up and all that stuff. So, what else? And are you comfortable like speaking in a public place where, you know, there are going to be people listening in or looking at you all funny or whatever, right? It's like, whatever. Like someone is right now, which is funny, you know, but I haven't seen the city of where I'm living at, so yeah, really, because I hear, and yeah, I've been cringed out listening to myself speak or whatever sometimes. Like, oh man, I can't believe I said it like that, or dude, I'm like, I'm saying the words too much, or, you know, parasitic words and phrases that, you know, are used as kind of like filler when you're running through your thinking process. Like saying things like, you know, that kind of shit. Still working on it, y'all. Yeah, it really is, you know, the repetition really does involve also not just doing the videos and speaking, but also listening and, you know, learning from yourself and studying it and looking in ways you can improve and all that stuff. And that just comes naturally of feeling more comfortable with yourself and the way you present yourself and all that stuff, right? And then you won't be so cringed out listening back to your shit. So there's that. And also, yeah, I was speaking with the One Great Work Warriors about this a little bit last night. And like, yeah, I'll tell y'all straight up. Sometimes, like, when I'm doing these group chats or podcasts and stuff, and I have, like, notes set out, you know, before, you know, the recording, obviously, but, you know, I'll have it up sometimes during the recording. And, yeah, I notice, like, sometimes I don't want to be looking at the screen that has, you know, my video showing the whole time. Like, I'm talking while looking at myself speaking the camera that's on the computer type of thing. You know, it's that can be distracting for people, myself included at times. So what you can do is, you know, or if you have notes or whether digital or a piece of paper, you can put the piece of paper and cover the that video part. Don't cover the camera where it's going to be filming you, right? But yeah, if you have, you know, a Word document on your desktop, you know, you kind of click and drag that so it's covering whatever, but make sure you can, you know what I mean? So things to consider. But yeah, I'm just doing this because I want to see y'all put out some great material, you know, and have a healthy sense of pride in this, and, you know, have that artistic aesthetic to it, you know. Let's not fall into this fucking, you know, the assembly line sludge factory of pumping out fucking content, you know, because it's not really soul food that people are going to be consuming for, you know, something that's really going to be memorable, helpful, beneficial, whatever, right? So, and that's not to downplay all the things considered content, of course, right, guys? But there's just like a little stigmatism to that. I kind of shared a sequence of that in one of them videos I made back in 2023 called Social Media Miasmic Odyssey, something like that. But I recommend that for y'all to see. What it do and what it be. Mon ami. Anyways, peace.
So what have you been watching lately?
I basically just watch YouTube.
Who are some of your favorite YouTubers?
Oh shit, I knew this would happen. Think of YouTube, any YouTubers, just think of any YouTubers at all. No, too obscure. Definitely not. I was gonna think I'm a freak. Just recommend something that's mainstream but not too mainstream. Just think of something that normal people would watch. Did you ever heard of Random Idiot?
No.
He has like 12 million subscribers. Come on, think. Who's someone he would know? Are you familiar with the work of Zoomer Paul Bunyan?
No.
He has 300 million subscribers.
No.
This is going terribly. Maybe I should just say who I really watch. I'll just put all my cards on the table. All right. Do you know Man Carrying Thing?
Doesn't everybody?
I've been subscribed to him for 20 years.
He's beloved by all.
His channel is the new monoculture. This could happen.
Grayson Michael Chance, forget about your parents approving.
Let's hope your YouTube fans understand what you're doing.
I'm a genuine expert in my field, and this video will scratch a specific interest that you get every 3 to 5 months. My editing skills are non-existent. This video is best watched on 2x speed. This video will keep your attention 100% of the time. I'm more interested in video editing than in the topic of this video. You'll watch this entire video enjoying yourself immensely, but retain little to no information. My sources?
Damn,
2
son.
Wikipedia articles. But that's okay. Which do you prefer?
Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Make sure you non-consensually beat the crap out of that like button, and we'll catch you in the next frickin' video.
And those with no blueprints claim it's time to build. When no one knows who's right until the end when the truth is revealed. A usual suspect when the fight follows mic check. But what do you expect when there's whack shit coming from every direction like THX and the audience is listening?
All souls in our forms of life. All souls in our forms of life. The neurons are supposed to sync with